Hello, welcome, tervetuloa. It's episode 4 of the Roundup. We've got some exciting games this week, kicking off with highlights from Monday night's game at Joensuu. It's Joensuu versus Southampton Jumme. After suffering their first defeat of the season just a week ago against KPL, Southampton Jumme were hoping to beat Joensuu, a team that they've struggled with in the last couple of years. In the top of the second inning, Juho Toivola's hit to the midfield line gave Joensuu their first chance at scoring a run. The question was the runner safe, or did Southampton's pitcher Aapo Kormalainen have his foot at home base, receiving the ball? It went to a video review. But on looking further, Kormalainen's foot was outside the line and the original call of a run was upheld. 1-0 to the home side Joensuu.
Southampton Jumme made it 1-1 with legendary player Ropo Korhonen hitting the ball to right field, with Elmari Purminen scoring. In the bottom of the third inning, Joensuu diffused the third base situation with a tactical foul ball, meaning that the runner was called off base. With the pitcher in control, Ville Valiaho takes the out. But it was another hit from Ropo Korhonen, who earned his second RBI of the day, that brought home Ivari Vihanto again to that right field. The walk-off RBI meant that Southampton Jumme had one hand on the victory going into the second yard zone. Joensuu were hoping to get off the mark in the second yard zone with this hit going past the third base and out into some space. But some quick thinking and fielding from Southampton Jumme sees the out at third and all of a sudden diffuses the threat. Still in the bottom of the second, Joensuu found more space, this time out of the right field, sending the outfielder scampering out into the woods and setting a runner up on third base. But despite their efforts, they were unable to capitalise, and the score remained 0-0 going into the fourth inning. Elmari Purminen tried to get things going in the fourth inning, but this cannon of a throw to first base beats the runner. Down to their last out, it was Ropo Korhonen again to right field that saw Jere Wikström score. Jumme lead 1-0. Joensuu, however, failed to give up, and this short hit set up the runner on third base, giving the home side hope that they could still earn victory. Juho Toivola's short hit was so perfectly placed that there was absolutely no way that Sotkamo could stop Justus Niemelainen from scoring. The score now tied 1-1 and a chance for Joensuu to come back into this game. Joshua Ratta's soft hit towards the midfield line was poorly grabbed by the fielder, and that was enough for Samuel Tirkkonen to score 2-1 to Joensuu, and now on to a scoring contest. Joshua Ratta took first blood in the scoring contest with this hit bouncing way over the outfielder. It almost looked as if he would make it towards third base for the home run, but he settled for one run nonetheless. Henry Litmanen made it 2-1 with this hit just beating the throw from the midfield line as Mikael Virkala sprinted from third base to home. The home side thought it was 3-0 with this hit deep to centre field, only for Ivari Vihanto with this huge throw beating the runner.
Tästä on tuomaristo varma tuomiosta, niin silloin ei tarvitse videolle mennä, vaikka haastoa pyydetään. Niin tai näin, mutta ei voi kyllä ihmetellä vaan kopparisuoritus. Sivuliike, 2 askelta ja sitten tulee tommonen tälli, joka mennä kotipesän yli. No siellä lienee se Suomi. Onhan se selvä palo. Ristetään.
Raupo Korhonen yet again coming up with the goods in the scoring contest in his favourite part of the park for the evening, down into right field. Ville Kotro scores. 2-1, now the score in the scoring contest. Joensuu held on to their one-run lead as this hit to the midfield was held as out as the throw beat the runner.
Ja viimeinen lyönti. Joensuu johtaa kotiutuslyöntikilpailua, mutta tuleeko Sotkamo tasoihin? Hyvä kakkospuolen lyönti.
But the home side managed to close out the gap with this throw to home, meaning that victory was assured for Joensuu and 2 points in the bag.
On Jomalle maistuva voitto, koska kärkipeleistä on aika usein tappioita tähän alkukauteen tullut. Ja nyt viimeisillä hetkillä Joensuu tuli pelin mukaan ja lopussa kiitos seistä.
So Joensuu take 2 points against league leaders Sotkamo and Yuma after a close game ended in a scoring contest. For the home side, it was Juho Toivola who had 2 RBIs, with Joshua Ratta with 1, and of course that all-important run scoring contest. For Sotkamo and Yuma, it was Raupo Korhonen with 3 RBIs and an RBI in the scoring contest, all to right field. Our next highlights package comes from Seinäjoki, with Seinäjoki and Maila Jussit taking on Lapuan Virkia, 2 championship hopefuls, both with quite different pedigrees. Seinäjoki looking to break up Lapua's chance, Lapua hoping to take advantage of the stumbling Kirittaret, and Mansa not yet firing on all cylinders.
score still 0-0 in the second inning. Seinäjoki tried to move the runner from second to third, but this huge throw from pitcher Ani Heikkilä makes it to third base for the out. Down to their final out in the third inning, Lapua thought that they had enough time to score, but this great throw from the midfield sees the out at home. Seinäjoki were desperate to try and get something going in the bottom of the third, but this throw to second base sees the final out, and the score remained locked at 0 apiece. Lapua finally broke the game open with this hit from Leena Lehtinen, trickling off towards the fence. 1 run, 2 runs score, and it's 2-0 to Lapua. Still hoping for a comeback, Seinäjoki failed to get runners into scoring position with this out at second base, ending the inning and indeed the period. Lapua take a 2-0 lead and win the first period. Seinäjoki thought that they would surely score here with a hit just inside fair territory, but an absolutely huge throw from the outfielder narrowly beats the runner and turns it into an out. But if there was ever proof that Pesäpallo is a fast-paced game, it was this. During the replay of the highlight, Seinäjoki scored thanks to Matilda Niskakangas's hit. In the bottom of the first, however, it was Leena Lehtinen once again hugging that right foul line that saw a 2-run home run as the ball went beyond the fence. Lapua now lead 2-1.
Joo, se olisikin temppu, kun se on vastustajajoukkuekin vielä lyönyt, mutta oli ihan hieno lyönti. Me ollaan just tässä kakkorean linjalla täällä selostamossa ja oli kyllä hieno kääntö ulospäin kääntyvillä ranteilla tuohon aivan viivan päälle, jopa pikkusen leikkaavana. Aivan täydellinen lyönti kyllä tuohon tilanteeseen.
In the top of the third inning, a light shower and this bounce out of the glove gave Ani Laakso an RBI, with Anna Honkola scoring to make it 2-2. This diving grab from the left fielder saved Lapua a couple of extra runs.
Näyttävä syöksykoppi, todella näyttävä.
Lennokkaasti tullaan palloon. Sieltä. Sannilla ei lyötyjä juoksuja vielä tälle kaudelle ole. Matilda Niskakangas.
However, Seinäjoki managed to pull ahead with Matilda Niskakangas's hit towards right field, Jenni Matola scoring. Still at the plate, Matilda Niskakangas made it 4-2 as this throw was wide of the mark and Maiju Mantala scores. With the bases loaded, a tactical foul ball tricks the runner at third and they're out. Lapua made it 4-3 as this ball somehow passed the second baseman and scampered off.
Kyllä, se oli tosiaan se lyönti, ojalla peruutti siinä, mutta se osuu tässä nähdään.
Still in the bottom of the fourth inning, Lapoa made it 4-4 and secured victory with this hit to right field from Leena Lehtonen.
Näin tässä tulee käymään ja mutta kun tiedetään kuinka tärkeitä ne 3 pisteen voitot on, ne näkyy siellä sarjassa.
But it was the full 3 points that Lapoa were after, and Kaisa Peraho made that happen moments later with this hit running off into the grass on the left field. The game ends 4-5 in the second period, and 3 valuable points for championship hopefuls Lapoa.
Tuosta ja Lapua nappaa täydet pisteet. Katselin tuolla Lapua kakkospelijohtaja Jari Mäkelä ja Juha Antikainen herrasmiesmäisesti kättelee. Heillä oli pikkusen suukopua tuossa peliaikana ja kova on Peräahon veto, kun tuolla märällä nurmikolla pyörii noin kauan.
Lapoa were late starting in this game, but managed to pick up pace and ended taking away 3 points on the road Seinäjoki. For Seinäjoki, it was Matilda Niskakangas with 3 RBIs, who shone, and surprisingly no RBIs for superstar Aino-Kaisa Mantere. Lapoa, however, had Iina Lehtinen with 1 home run and 4 RBIs, leading their charge, and 3 points in the bag, away from home. With Joensuu starting the week with a win, there was a surprise result when Senior Nyumjusit beat Vimpeli, and Mansa carried on Sotkamon Yuma's pain with an 0-1 win on the road. KPL continued their less than perfect form with an 0-1 win against Alajärvi. Meanwhile, Hamina took a vital 3 points against IPV. Reigning champion Sotkamo ended the week with a win. So too did Hamina, who managed an away win against Hyvinkään. At the end of the week, Hamina had managed to pull themselves from the bottom of the table into 10th, leaving Alajärvi and IPV both on 7 points. Meanwhile, at the top, Sotkamon Yuma hold on to a 1-point lead over Joensuu. In the statistics, Ropo Korhonen still leads on RBIs, just ahead of Joshua Rata and Juho Toivola for Joensuu. Severi Tikkakoski for Mansa is in second place with runs scored on 23, just behind Konsta Kettunen. And Nikko Korhonen has 98 successful hits for Joensuu. In women's superpesis, a win for Vasa over Pötoä saw Pötoä in some difficulties towards the bottom of the table, especially with Roy Huteret earning a crucial victory over Tahko. Despite losing to Ferret on Thursday, Joensuu turned the ship around and beat Pori on Friday. Seinäjoki blanked Ferret on Saturday, and Pori and Lapoa dominated in their wins on Sunday against weaker opposition. At the end of the week, Seinäjoki have a 2-point lead over Lapoa at the top of the table, with Mansa closing in fast. Hamina still bottom, with Pötoä on 11th place at 7 points. In the statistics, Aino-Kaisa Mantere still has a lead in RBIs with 2 home runs and 37 RBIs, with Nora Passi on 29 runs and Mantere again with 60 successful hits.
Well, that's it for this episode of the Roundup. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. Please like or subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you want to know more about me and about Pesapalo, you can follow me on Twitter or on Facebook at SuperPesisR. You can also read interesting articles on the blog from time to time and also on Hamina's website. But for now, we'll see you soon.